Pretty decent size for Hope Butura for Rwanda, number 10.
One thing that I'm paying attention to is the defensive plan that both teams are doing against each other. We see here Ivory Coast is in a man, and I believe that Rwanda is also in a man. This is the first time we saw man-to-man at today's games.
Here's Deferina launching it from deep, missing everything.
That's that quick substitution we were just talking about.
Well, Crooms gets a little bit of extra rest. Get it to her, touch. She hands it off. Oh, nice ball move, but then her pass picked off, and it's going to lead to a break. Fast break for number 5, Hannah Amani. Rwanda get down to the baseline, and here's Amani.
Rwanda had some pretty good looks. They just didn't convert.
Jefferina getting it down low and missing what looked like a good opportunity for her. A little shaking and baking into the corner it goes. Crooms, how about that? That's why he wanted her in the game in the first place.
That's the reason why they wanted her in the game. She was wide open for her three-point shot, and she took it.
Cote d'Ivoire come out and try to tie it up. Bonyini misses with the 3. Now they get it back. And I really think that actually Cote d'Ivoire with Zoran Visic and Chrissy Vade yesterday, the assistant, talking to them, they want to get out and run as quickly as much as possible, this Cote d'Ivoire team. They don't want any of this half-court stuff.
That's what I remember playing against them, that they would leak out or they would just sprint the floor.
Zeza, the center goes in, gets a little contact. I think that's a good no call. And then look at the speed of Rwanda, like a bullet out of a gun. And that was Philoxi, just 22 years of age. Destiny, Promise. I mean, you can't come up with 2 better names before your last name than Destiny and Promise. I mean, that's what her name is. It's incredible. The question is, what is her destiny, and how much promise does she have?
I mean, maybe her destiny is to make these free throws right now.
Yep, short and long-term destiny. She was destined to make that.
Yep.
She was definitely fast. We've seen some fast point guards in this competition. It'd be nice to maybe have a little sprint in the off day, see who's the fastest.
You think you could beat them?
No, don't think so. In my mind, in my dreams. 3-point shot and another miss for Cote d'Ivoire.
I love the ball movement of Ivory Coast.
Yeah, out on the perimeter. Yeah, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, whatever you want to call them. You know, I think they might be the only team that we can call by French and English.
Yeah. I'll stick with the English way. But yeah, I love how...
Les éléphants. The elephants.
Oh. I'll just say elephant.
Oh, gosh.
But I do like how they have been moving the ball well. They haven't really converted from their shots, but that ball movement is really good.
Look at Philoxy. She's a player, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Knocks it back out to Kroon. And driving in. And offensive rebound, a new 14. And you can see where the coach, Cheksar, has done a nice job. The players really pushing it. Look at that. Look at the passing.
Wow.
That's some good basketball right there.
That's why she's in the game. That was really good basketball. Shake and bake, addition to the post for the 2-point.
Have they still got shake and bake in the U.S.? Chicken?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here we go. Cote d'Ivoire is not coming close in the half court as Jeffarima drives.
This is her, I think, second or third time taking it to the basket. And, you know, you're going to be rewarded as a player. Continue to take it to the basket and be aggressive and be strong. You're going to end up at the free throw line like she is now. Love the boos. Rwanda's crowd is here.
So important for a team like Rwanda, the host nation, that is, you know, not a powerhouse, to come out ranked number 91 in the FIBA Women's World Rankings. That shows you how far down they are. It's so important for them to have a good start in this tournament.
And so far, so good.
Well, they're playing like it. They're playing with a sense of urgency. Every team will at least go to the qualification for the quarterfinals, so it's not like a do-or-die situation.
No, but I think it's very important to make a statement in every first game. So, and also they're in their home crowd, and I think that's important to them.
Well, a little bit of a frustrating start for Jeffarima. She moves her pivot foot. Oh no, excuse me, that was that Jeffarina with that travel?
No, Touré.
Long shot, no good, but a little cheap offensive rebound. Rwanda not able to capitalize. They scrapped for the basketball.
Every game in AfroBasket is very scrappy, very physical, so players do have to be careful out there.
Is there anything in there that you don't like? No, it looks all right to me.
It's normal.
Chiesa was just getting after it.
Yeah.
Jeffarima drives, passes it. Another turnover. Oh, look at the bounce pass.
Great pass.
Oh, my goodness. A little bit of Rwanda pastry on that. The dish from Philoxy, and she's been the player of the game so far. Three-point attempt. And Zoran Visic, hands open wide.
Yeah, I don't
What
think
are we doing?
he doesn't like that shot choice, especially after Rwanda just scored 2 times down the floor. It's okay for, you know, Ivory Coast to take their time, set up in their offense, and pass and move the ball, make the Rwanda defense shift. I think that's important in what Ivory Coast has to do.
Three-pointer. Oh, in and out. But again, another offensive rebound for Rwanda.
She lost at that time, but
You want that defense to shift because what, to get them out of position for a rebound?
Well, to get them out of position and for the rebound, to get them out of position so they can attack the basket. Ivory Coast has done a great job attacking. Obviously, They haven't finished. But you don't want to just pull up a 3 like that, and that's why she got subbed out.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. You want to attack the basket. If you rotate the ball to the other side, it does make the defensive shift for an extra open pass or for an opportunity to attack the basket.
Destiny Promise Philoxy has the basketball. She has been worth the price of admission so far. Butra now back to Philoxy. And a reach and a foul called on Cote d'Ivoire. Well,
you see Destiny going to the basket, being strong here.
Cote d'Ivoire number 54 in the FIBA Women's World Rankings. And I mean, those are a good indicator of how good national teams are, but they do take into consideration like over a period of years and not specifically at this moment. So, you know, there might be like some really good progress from Rwanda that doesn't figure into the rankings yet for them.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure since they knew they were going to host this tournament, they've been working together, playing together. You could tell they're, you know, how they feed off each other.
They're like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and then they also have a great coach as well to just put all the pieces together.
Well, she just keeps going up and away. She's having a great game. That free throw now, a 7-point lead. Cote d'Ivoire passing it a little bit better now. Ooh, 6 on the shot clock. Still settle for the jump shot, and captain misses. Here comes Philoxy. Oh, what a handoff. I mean, it is ridiculous how well she's playing.
She's having so much fun out there. Look at her go.
Unbelievable start for Destiny Promise Philoxy and Rwanda. Perfect start to the game. They lead it 12-3.
What an unselfish play that she just did. She had the 2 points herself, but then she dished the ball to her teammate for the 2 points. So they're off to a great start.
We start with shoot. He was talking about this girl and pass on layup. No, defensively. Don't stay here. Go inside. 3 points.
Well, the fans enjoying it, much like the fans at University of Massachusetts, where Destiny Promise Philoxy plays for the Minutewoman, and is one of the top guards, not only at that program, but in the Atlantic 10. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like a good point guard. I mean, she averaged this season 10.7 points, 5 assists, 3.9 rebounds. I mean, she's the real deal.
Yeah.
Born in Queens, New York.
You can even see it in her eyes. She's ready to go.
She has definitely got a promising, not just future, but present. Here is the turn into the paint. And the foul called. So Grace Tolo, who has a different name on the back of her shirt, but officially registered on this FIBA team as Grace Tolo, makes the first. And the second. She's got a nice little touch.
Yeah.
She's 22 years of age as well. Oh, look at that. Spinning. And just a little bit of a push. A little bit of a push called on Coca. Polga, the point guard. Or just a reach. Here it is again. What do you think? Was that soft?
It's AfroBasket, so I think it was.
Oh, look at that. Another opportunity, and the shooters bounce. I think this goes in once again, and we were impressed by Uganda, kind of surpassed our expectations in that first game.
Yep.
And Rwanda really also showing us something that perhaps we didn't expect here, but that was a great basket there by Uraga. And she's just 23 years of age, so
yeah, this is a very young. Both teams are very, very young teams.
Uh-oh, the lefty. Destiny Promise Philoxy really getting it done out there.
I love the confidence that she has, that she knows what she's doing with the balls in her hand and making those decisions for her team.
So far, so good for her. I mean, she's got 3 assists. Also 3 points. Here's the drive, and again, passing it to Sifo, but the ball knocked out of bounds. Ball goes off of Kroon's hands and out of bounds. So checking into the game, Emaniza Bayo, 26-year-old shooting guard for Rwanda. Doumbia lets it fly. And
I mean,
DeRoy with the rebound.
Ivory Coast is reading the right reads. If they're coming off a pick and roll and that guard is going under, it's bound for you to stop and pop it. They're just not making their shots. So hopefully by the quarters coming, that their shots begin to fall.
And that ball goes out of bounds as well. Captain gets it back outside. Here comes the drive. Oh, a little bit of a collision, and Doumbia whistled for the travel.
Yeah, the effort of the aggression of her attacking is there, but an extra pass would have been better.
Third game of the day, Rwanda taking on Cote d'Ivoire on opening day. And that's it. End of the first quarter. Low scoring, especially from Cote d'Ivoire's standpoint, or Ivory Coast, if you will. It's 14-7, Rwanda on top at the end of one.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have Melissa on my left. And
well, they're both equal at the free throw line, and Rwanda took 11 shots, made 4 of 11. So it is a lower scoring first quarter. But one thing that I see is that Ivory Coast is attacking the basket. They're just not finishing. And I love the pace that Rwanda is playing in. As you can see here right now, the steal of Ivory Coast. for the two-point basket.
Sometimes if it's a little too scripted, though, from Rwanda, Cote d'Ivoire are going to be able to go out and come up with a steal. They're going to know what's coming.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of the downside. But, I mean, who wouldn't be happy with a 14-7 lead? And they've come out, and they've gotten the fans involved, and it's all good right now for Rwanda.
They're playing very well together. They're making that extra pass. Even sometimes they don't even have to, but they are making that extra pass to the open player. And they do have that, you know, communication down pat.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, there's not been a point guard maybe even half as good as what we've seen from Biloxi so far.
Yeah,
She's been terrific.
Yeah.
Other than her. Everything else that we've seen today doesn't match up. There's courtside 1891 scanning that barcode to get that wonderful app into your smartphone to get video streams, schedule scores, and more.
She's definitely making her team go, and her energy has been amazing so far. As you can see, Rwanda has 13 rebounds to Ivory Coast's 9. And they've been 4 turnovers. It's not bad from what we've seen today. So this is actually good.
Well, that last one, no, it was the first one that was bad, wasn't it?
The second one, it was 31.
It was 31, okay.
31, yeah. But first game jitters for them.
But which team had 30?
31.
31 turnover. It was Uganda?
Uganda.
It was Uganda, okay.
Yeah.
Imani Zabayo is still in the game, number 21. She's going to start the second half for Rwanda. As is Celine DeRoy, number 20.
Oh.
Little collision sends Raga down. Now she's running down the floor. And I don't know if that pass was intended for her, but it was batted out of bounds.
Both teams are very young, so I do think the chemistry, as obviously the tournament goes on, that they'll get more acclimated to each other.
Oh, that was a nice bounce pass and good recovery from Rwanda's Hope Butura. Again, Butura's really making her presence felt in there. And in the end, a shot clock violation. They didn't reset it.
I didn't reset it. I felt like it hit the...
It definitely hit the backboard.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
But maybe it didn't hit the rim. So going out for Rwanda, Celine DeRoy. And back in it's Biloxi, Destiny Promise.
Destiny Promise.
And she was born in Queens, New York. I mean, how many good point guards over the years have been born in Queens? It's like in her DNA, and you can see it. Shake and bake time. Here we go. Passes to the corner, and
that extra pass is... Oh. I definitely do like how they're playing together right now. They are not afraid to make that extra pass. She could have had a floater.
And that's the thing. I mean, this is why stats are so misleading, because that easily could have been an assist for her.
Yep.
I mean, what's the difference between that pass and the pass? Obviously, it's the jump shot is made.
Yeah.
Sophia Mobara comes into the game, number 77 for Rwanda. Also in Ineza Sifa, number 8, back in.
They are playing a switch zone on top. Rwanda is.
Entry pass. Oh, wasn't picked up by Ineza.
They're getting their attempts. Ivory Coast is getting their attempts. They're just not falling. They're not making their shots.
Brooms almost throws it away. Crooms is a player, obviously played at Providence, Providence College in Rhode Island.
Yeah, she's a big body guard, good size.
Here's Philoxy, a little bit long. Saw the shot clock winding down. Tolo gets it to Doumbia.
They're there. They're just not falling for Ivory Coast.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see Zoran Visic is a little bit just being patient over there. He's not frustrated per se.
Maybe just upset that the ball's not actually going in, but I mean, they're executing. They're getting their shots that they usually get, Ivory Coast. Here's a steal.
And Doumbia drives in and makes the layup. So timeout on the court. Rwanda, as things have not been as smooth on the offensive end for them in the first 2.5 minutes. So Cheksar calls timeout. And that was a good finish from Doumbia. They needed it. Only 2 points, I think, of this second quarter.
Yeah, hopefully that 2 points leads them, spark something.
Yeah, but this side was open, so why want to go complicated things? Do it simple. We are playing without discipline. We have no discipline. We have no discipline. What are you running? I say thumbs up. I say thumbs up. Did I change it? I didn't change it. I say thumbs up. Give the ball to her. And be patient on giving the ball. Take your time. Even 8 seconds left, you can score. So why are you rushing? Why are you rushing? We don't care who's scoring. Hey, come on, man.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
That was very interesting.
Slow it down, but kind of their pace is kind of their advantage in a way.
Exactly.
To slow it down. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter who scores.
I mean, coach's perspective, that's what he wants them to do. So hopefully they execute that, slow it down on the half-court set, and get the open shots that they've been kind of getting.
Maybe what he's meaning is don't be in a rush.
Maybe.
Rather than just slow it down.
Maybe he wants those set good screens, put off the back, come off the pick and roll, in a good place.
Oh, how about that? Scooping and hooping. And putting the basketball in his prunes.
Great move by Com. Hopefully that's what the patience he wants.
Yeah, didn't see too much patience there.
I mean, it was a great move.
Zeza rushes up a shot. And, and you can understand with, why there was concern about that half-court offense watching this Cote d'Ivoire team. But the only way to combat that really is to try to speed the game up, try to get some steals. But that's not going to be easy against a player like Destiny Promise Philoxy.
Oh. Spacing.
Here she is, drives in and earns a trip to the line, and she's been going a lot. Already attempted 4 free throws tonight.
Yeah, we already know that she's a lefty, and if you want her to drive it, don't let her have her strong hand all the way to the basket. Make her change directions, and that's what Ivory Coast has to do, because she's very dominant going left.
But look at her here again. Look at that spin.
That was a really good spin move, yeah.
And by having a player like her in this game, in this team, the other Rwandans are seeing what's possible. She's doing some pretty dynamic things out on the court.
Yeah, she is. Like I said, she's a big body guard. She gets after it. She can even post up, as we saw, as she did that spin move. So Combs is really a threat on this team. You see Chromes now handling putting pressure on the ball.
Open shot. Ooh.
And she got the rebound.
Chance to run again. There's Chromes.
Oh.
Destiny's Promise back to Chromes again, and Chiesa had enough of that. She knocked it away, but they get it back anyway. Oh, and they end up scoring, and Asa Sifa.
They did not give up on that play at all.
Just relentless.
Look at the fight for the ball. She goes and she just floats it in.
I love that low dribble to avoid the defense.
Rwanda.
Well, that was a nice turn. Goodness gracious. See some good basketball out here. Kone with that, her first 2 points. Here comes Chromes again. Double come, shot clock about to expire. She held on to it too long.
Even though that possession didn't end in her favor, the fact that she can stretch the floor in and out makes her a real factor, X factor of this team.
Three-pointer, oh my goodness, Kolga.
Yeah.
You talked about the shots will fall eventually, and yes, it did. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game again. Look at that help defense from behind. Look at the spin. Oh, beautiful, but just didn't make the shot.
They have good looks.
Chiesa. And get out there. Get it, Ify.
I got it.
So that time you can see that Rwanda got out to run. So the ball goes out and goes back over to Cote d'Ivoire. Jefarima Diawara comes back into the game. .422 to go in the first quarter. Rwanda, Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire starting to wake up a little bit here. Oh, wow. Well, they do like those high arcing threes, and that one made by Fofana. Maybe that was a 2. Yeah, that was, they gave her a 2 and not 3.
I do remember playing against Ivory Coast and the 2021 AfroBasket, and they were a team that just can light it up and shoot. So hopefully it continues to fall for them as the game goes on.
Well, I guess that's why there's no panic over there on the bench. I mean, you talk about somebody like Marvicic, and he's somebody that's seen it all. So
Yeah.
slow start, playing at the host, knowing that they're fired up. I guess he's probably more concerned about his defense, making sure they're playing well. Boutra trying to win that call. So Cote d'Ivoire with a chance to close the gap again after a very difficult first half.
I mean, the rebounds have been apparently even.
Kone making the pass. Some good moves.
Yeah, she cut to the basket. She just lost it at the end. But the idea is always good.
Biloxi just runs right past the defense. And right at the very end, the whistle blows. And a foul called. Watch this.
Yep. She's a very quick guard, so Ivory Coast, one, needs to know where she's at, and two, stay in front of her, because she will cross you up just to get to the basket. But if she does, she's going left. So if I was Ivory Coast, I would just sit on her left hand and make her
Just don't give it to her.
Go right, yeah.
I think she was fortunate to get that call. But aggressive play being rewarded. And she has scored all of her points at the free throw line tonight. She's got 6.
Maybe that was her destiny.
She's now 6 of 8, 75%. Oh, look at that. Just read it beautifully, Budera. Look at that. And she goes in for her first 2. They were so fast that they almost ran into the floor sweeper who was cleaning up a little bit of sweat. Watch, see if you can see the floor sweeper to the right of your screen. As they hustle, oh, get off, get off. There she goes. You can just see her, she ran off the court. To be scolded.
Oh,
see her, look at her.
There she goes, she's running, she's running. She missed it.
So timeout of the court, she's having a good laugh. And Rwanda leading it 23-16. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Press break. Press break. 1 man inbound. 2 and 3 here. 4 and 5 go out. Go
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special performance in the halftime by Highway.
Defense. If we score 2. Press and 2. Okay. Press and 2.
Besides the actual score, everything on the stat, whether it's assists, the turnovers, the rebound, they're kind of neck and neck. The only thing that I believe is different is the free throws, that Rwanda had more free throws attempts.
They're able to get to the line,
Yeah.
cash in.
Exactly. They are free. That's why they're called free throws.
And if you don't make them, you got to pay for it at the end of the game. And backcourt violation. And that upsets Zoran Visic. Oh boy, good deep from that time.
Yep.
From Cote d'Ivoire.
They actually switched their defense from man-to-man to a zone, which is probably going to help them because all of the points of Rwanda has been in the paint. So having the paint clogged with orange jerseys is going to help Ivory Coast.
I think Destiny Promise got it too late there to do any damage, but the hands up on defense causes the turnover. Oh! And then a foul called as Sandra Cantori pushes off after losing the ball.
And honestly, those are, it's a momentum thing for me, not on purpose, you know?
Yeah. I thought it looked worse in live action, though.
Yeah.
It looked a little deceptive. Oh, goodness. What a drive, but then the finish not there. It's a great effort by Cieza to tie up Butera.
Countless and countless of missed easy buckets.
That's been the story of the day, hasn't it?
Story of the day, and maybe it's just, again, first game jitters, but
Let's hope so.
being down, Ivory Coast, you do have to make those. You have to be focused and lay it up with contact. but I'm sure she knows that as well.
This is going to take a rear seat on the bench. Colo comes back. Oh, right into the hands of Cantori. Look out, it's Crooms time. Oh, what a pass by Crooms.
What a cut.
I know what it is. It's those two New Englanders that have a nice telepathy.
Yeah, they've been playing very well off of each other in the first half.
We saw set themselves up some nice jump shots. Those were just kind of awkward looking jumpers. And now, chance for their biggest lead of the game. And Bouthra misses. This is where Cote d'Ivoire want to be. They want to be running.
They are getting these chances to capitalize on Rwanda's mistakes, but they're just not finishing at all.
Feet set. You can count it.
They got that one. I think they...
Borgnini, yeah. You got the rep. Again, the shot clock about to expire, and they had the rim protection there.
No, you hate to see that.
Oh, that was Grace Polo.
I hope she's okay. You can see here on the review, it's her, how she came down.
Obviously, it's the ankle. That's weird.
Oh, maybe this is a better view.
She had already come down,
but
and then her foot just kind of like turned over.
Yeah, you just hate to see a great player, a good player go down like that, especially our team needs her. So we hope that she's okay.
Well, it's first game as well. Start of a long tournament. What's the best medicine here is to get it elevated quickly, tie up the shoe, get some ice on it.
Probably tie up the shoe, wait for the adrenaline to just stop, just to see if it's that moment or actual injury. Hopefully it's just the adrenaline of that moment, and tie the shoe tight. If it's more than that, take it off, rest.
You did that countless times in your career, I bet.
Yeah.
Nice drive. I mean, wow, what a drive for Cote d'Ivoire. Amani and Rwanda flirting with a turnover. Nice pass back to Cantori. You can count that. Well, she's got a little bit of D, and she's got a shot. Oh, beautiful bounce pass. Good job. Hannah Mabel Amani.
I love how she was aware of the clock running down for the last second. The last shot of the game, or quarter. Right here, she comes off the pick and roll, trying to get it to her post. That's a foul.
Borgnani. Well, she had a good look. They've got to get it up. Nope, not in time. 28-21, I don't know. I think Rwanda would be happy with that. They've led by as many as 9 points. And maybe Cote d'Ivoire, we haven't seen the best of them yet. Get to halftime, regroup, push the reset button. Rwanda lead at 28-21 over Cote d'Ivoire.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the end. The first half of the game, Rwanda 28 points, Cote d'Ivoire 21 points. And this is the
Rwanda went to the line 8 times and made 6 out of 8. That's Destiny's promise. She's the only one.
That's all her.
That's all her. The 2 and 3-point ranges are kind of the same. So let's see. See, they're all kind of matching, and it's like 11 turnovers each, 20 rebounds, 21 rebounds for Ivory Coast. So
7 more assists, but that's just because they've made some shots.
Exactly, and so it's like these are the leading scorers of the game. So for me, it's just like Ivory Coast is down by 7, but everything's kind of neck and neck anyway. So I think Ivory Coast needs to just regroup, come out, and just attack, keep attacking, but like finish. They're getting their shots.
Attacking in the half court.
Yeah. Here's that lovely spin move by Prunes.
You got it.
I got it.
And
yeah, here she goes again. Amazing, amazing move.
Spin cycle.
Yep. Here's that floater off of the almost turnover. Rwanda just plays very well together. They know how to move the ball. They know where their actual players are going to be. And I think that goes to show that how they've been preparing for this AfroBasket. They came out on fire. Ivory Coast are shooting up their shots, their 3-point shots when they're open. I just think that Ivory Coast needs to continue to attack the basket and even concentrate on those finishes when they're going to the basket.
It's interesting you say it's even, and another stat bears that out too. 11 turnovers apiece.
Exactly. So they're not far behind. Down 7. So
yeah, I mean it's all there in terms of
offensive rebounds. Rwanda has 6. Ivory Coast has 8.
right.
So and overall 20 to 21 on the rebound. So they're kind of neck and neck in the stats. So I just think it's the
One area where they've been a little bit better has been the bench in terms of bench production.
yeah
13 points
off of the
for
bench.
Cote d'Ivoire and just 6 for Rwanda. 28-21, Rwanda on top of Cote d'Ivoire at halftime.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Pumps the brakes, but it's good use of, oh my goodness! Look at the block from Natalie Akiki against Tamara Seda. Going up against Salimata Berg. Wow, what a play from Bakar! Coast to coast, finishing with the hook shot. With the rebound, gets it out to Soraya Mohammed. Soraya, nice hesitation. Look at her find her way all the way to the hoop. Soraya with 7 to shoot. Oh my goodness. Soraya Mohammed, a walking bucket. Mukaro at the baseline. She throws a wow! Oh my goodness! Ingrid Mukaro! I said it before. Ingrid Mukaro has been in scenarios like this before. Italy Lucas passes the ball to Peso. Peso looking for options. Drive to the basket. Picked there by Palace. That was beautiful from Emma Boss to celebrate that one going into the break as Tigers.
Musa sees El Gadawi in that low post decides to give her behind pass. El Gadawi nails that perimeter, Jay, and what a play between Musa and El Gadawi. The no-look pass for the shot. Loses the ball. Haidara, 2 on the clock. Off the glass! Oh my goodness! Incredible play there from Maimouna Haidara. Unbelievable. Job splits the defense. Top move! Yasin Job!
Well, here's some highlights of Cote d'Ivoire and Rwanda. And looking at some good play here from the guard from Cote d'Ivoire getting out on the break. Amani, she's also a good passer. But she's got 4 points and she's their leading scorer. And I think that just tells you all you need to know. They're just not scoring. They've really struggled. They've got 21 points in the first half. I expect to see a lot better from them in the second. And for Rwanda, well, we've been talking about her Destiny Promise Philoxy, and really has been a lot of fun to watch. She's been getting it done. Firstly, with her driving, as Ify mentioned, against that man-to-man, she was able to get it in the paint. Here she was getting it after the turnover transition. And she's done a lot of damage. This is great work there, catching the pass from Prunes. And Rwanda, they lead it 28-21, but Cote d'Ivoire would certainly, they start making a few more shots, maybe get a few more turnovers. I mean, this thing could change in a hurry. So I think Sheikh Sarr has been around long enough to know that there's definitely a lot of work to do for Rwanda if they're going to get a win on opening night. And Cote d'Ivoire, meanwhile, I don't think any panic at all from Tarvisic. He knows they've got issues in the half-court offense. He wants to see him come out, continue to play hard, make good decisions, and maybe they'll start making some shots. And who knows, maybe they'll come back and win it. I think from a Rwanda standpoint, though, if they really want to get this country behind them and this city behind them here in Kigali, nothing would be better than to come out and get a win on opening night, get people talking about them in the city, and start to generate a lot of enthusiasm. There's already a lot of enthusiasm, as you can see it, but even more so. So here in the BK Arena, it is all action. And Rwanda and Cote d'Ivoire so far putting on a good, entertaining show here in the third game of the day. Earlier, we watched Nigeria win their first game. They beat DR Congo, and then we watched Uganda put up a really good fight against Mali, but Mali winning that one. Then we'll have Cameroon and Mozambique finish things up later tonight. So
been a lot of good fun here on the opening day of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket in Rwanda. Remember, the top 2 teams are going to clinch places in the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments. So I don't think anybody's thinking about that right now. And in my opinion, the great thing about this, so you got 4 3-team groups. You have the team that wins each group goes straight through the quarterfinals, and then the other teams play qualifications for the quarterfinals. So if you finish second in your group, you'll play a team who finished third in another group, and therefore then you get your quarterfinals. So that way you also get more games for those teams and give them a chance to find their rhythm, find their footing, and continue to get better. So probably the most difficult.
It's very hard. It was offensive rebound for one team while they were shooting in the zone. So I think that
was Molly.
Yeah, I think that Ivory Coast being in that zone actually slowed the pace of Rwanda scoring in the paint. So maybe they stay in it. We shall see.
Do you think that players sometimes, though, when they go into the zone, they kind of relax a little bit?
Yes, I mean.
Isn't that the biggest problem with it?
I don't think any coach really likes zone because it's like the lazy man defense. So, yeah, if they don't have their arms up, if their hands are down, and Rwanda starts shooting those shots and making it, it's like, what's the point of being in the zone? So, hopefully they come out and not sluggish and not. They have that energy.
Well, if they do go into a zone. Cote d'Ivoire, we did see Cantori knock down a 3-pointer. She only took one and she made it. And we saw Crooms hit a 3. And that was it.
Yep.
And for Cote d'Ivoire, we only saw Bongini and Colgan hit 3s. But we did see a long 2.
Yeah, a long 2. They covered it as a 2. Colgan on the line.
So scan in the barcode if you want to while we're waiting, Efi, and you can get courtside 1891 in your smartphone. Get all the video streams, schedule, scores, and more. I'm pretty sure that when you go back to the hotel tonight, you're going to be looking at courtside 1891, the highlights. Am I right?
You are right. But again, it's all in here too.
Yes, that's true.
All in the mind.
Ife Bekwe, is it okay to say former Nigeria international, or are you still a let's wait and see Nigeria international?
I think I hung up my shoes, so you could say former.
Okay.
I have officially retired, everyone.
Oh, okay. From playing?
From playing.
Okay.
Yes.
You just like playing around here on the set. That's fine. Okay, so we are underway, second half action. Philoxy.
We talked about that Ivory Coast zone, and that's what they're in. They're in a basic 2-3 zone. Hands are up, trying to disrupt Rwanda's offense.
The Prunes passed it up, and they got it to the corner.
I called that out in the beginning. They do make that extra pass, even though they're wide open. And in the first half, it was complimentary because they were making it, but Chrome did have that three-point shot available.
Sifa did hit a jumper early. It's one of those things. Do you continue to make it, or do you take it? Continue to make pass after pass?
If that was me, I would have shot it.
You would have taken it, yeah.
I would have shot it real quick.
Turn around and back from the ankle injury. That's good news.
Great news.
So Grace Tolo, no relation to Mariana Tolo of Australia. Three-point shot. Philoxy missing. Dumbia passes it into Oraga. Cieza.
Yep.
First time we've seen her take her time and hit that soft jump shot.
Yeah, she was open on top of the key. Might as well.
First 2 points of the game, in fact.
You see, again, Cote d'Ivoire in the zone.
All right, that's a good player right there. She's not afraid, is she?
She's not. She's not. She's wide open like that. What they say, hands down, man down. She's gonna take her shot.
She's got 13. It's her first three of the game. She's missed her first three. And Cieza quickly. Uh-oh, look out. This is where they want to be. No look pass. Prunes puts it up and in. Well, there's no zone defense. It's going to stop a fast break.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe that's how they get out of the zone.
Pass down, and Tolo missing.
Oh, she's
no.
back down on the ground. It could be a cramp. We hope it is just a cramp. She hasn't got up.
Well, Rwanda took advantage with Boutros scoring down low. So the physios are going to run out into the court from Cote d'Ivoire to Grace Tolo, and I'm assuming we'll get a better look at what happened again. Oh, it's the second time in a row the same thing happened.
The same thing, yeah. She literally just plants and then twists her ankle, and I think at this point either she just puts the ankle brace on, wraps it up, or it's just the first game of the whole entire tournament, so they have to be smart with her, especially she's a big force in Ivory Coast. It's just bad luck to see that.
Raga. She's one of these born to thrill players. She's got it, number 6. Hands it off to Dumbia, to Raga. She wasn't ready to go up. Here's Cieza. Turns, puts it up. And there's Raga, and she's fouled on the shot as well, the putback. Look at the activity from Oraga. This.
You don't see it, but she's actually the one that started this play off, and to get it back and to get the foul.
So good job for her. 3-point play opportunity. They desperately needed this. They were down 12 points.
They're in the 2-3 zone again, and
just realized, you know what Philoxy's got?
what?
Moxie. She does have some moxie, doesn't she?
She does.
You have to say it.
She has some moxie.
Yes. Biloxi has the moxie. And banking it in, Buthra. Well, it's a positive start.
Oh. Coach is saying that it was tipped. But it will definitely be rewarded to Rwanda. Let's see if she, yeah, she definitely tipped the ball.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Still maybe a little bit of a careless pass, but still, if it's tipped, it's tipped.
But definitely a careless pass.
A little lackadaisical.
Yeah.
Well, Zornvicic isn't going to let it go. Look at him talking to the referee right now. He says, I can see that all the way over here. Biloxi with some more moxie. She's having herself a game, folks. 40-25. And that was not Kroons. That was Biloxi.
I love that saying. I mean, they're punishing Ivory Coast for being in that zone. If she's wide open, she's going to take her shot.
Sharing it, getting it down low. And that's a great example. Again, you make the extra pass. Sifa. She had the three.
She had the three, but I mean, I feel like they've been playing together all summer, and they want, and actually they want to make that extra pass. You know, a lot of teams maybe don't want to make it. They're going to be like, I'm going to shoot it. But the fact that they're making the extra passes is only going to make Rwanda better in the long run.
So in other words, stick with the plan. Traveling.
Oh yeah, definitely in trouble. Ivory Coast still in that zone, still in that 2-3 zone. They want Rwanda to continue to shoot the ball instead of putting it inside.
Well, that was such a bad miss that they're able to get the rebound for Biloxi, and she goes up and scores.
Biloxi is the littlest one on the court right now, and the fact that she went in and grabbed that rebound and put it back up.
She just has great awareness.
Said a lot about her character on the court.
That was Jejemel, the captain at Beach. Jejemel, look at that pass. Alley-oop, are you kidding me? Showtime in Kigali. A little bit of swag from Biloxi.
Rwanda is definitely having fun on the court right now. They have their fans cheering in the background, and they're just having a great time out there.
Dami missing. Amani, excuse me, and 17-point advantage, and you just feel some inexperience in this Cote d'Ivoire team that's undermining and if anything, you feel more experience in the Rwanda team, which I guess they have when you consider probably how much Destiny Promise has played at the college level, as well as Kroons and Buthra. So
yeah,
it's kind of a reflection.
This is definitely a different team of Ivory Coast from the 2021 AfroBasket. They're very young now, and they're just learning each other, so you kind of can see it in the way they're playing right now.
And let's not forget they had a very important absence from France through injury.
Yeah.
Not here as well at Philadelphia. But that's just the nature of the sport. You can't just be a one-player team. Oh, that's a push-off from Oraga.
This might be also my second, besides Rwanda. I'm very surprised in a good way how they came out and played or are playing right now.
You're saying they're the second team
for me
in terms of the best team that you've seen today?
No, just how they're playing and just how they're shocking me in my mindset of what
I see what you mean. Uganda.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got you.
Yeah, Uganda, yeah.
Yeah. They've got better they play under a little bit more control and a little bit. I don't want to say they play with less fire. I mean, Uganda definitely play with a lot of fire.
Yeah.
But Rwanda, they've got some polish to their game, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And it could be the coach. The coach is an amazing coach. He understands the winning atmosphere, so he's probably put them in many positions to be better.
But they've definitely got some help that's come from America. Here we go. With Philoxy and Crooms. Here's Cieza trying to bank it in. So, foul call down low on Oraga.
You see Crooms trying to get to the basket.
That's a great example of initiating contact, and the call goes your way.
Yeah, now she's rewarded 2 free throws. She really has a good size in her. I love players that can actually be a post inside and out, has a shot, has handles. I really do think that she's an X factor for Rwanda.
Oh boy, jeez, Samani has turned it over. She picked it up on the dribble. Part of me thinks that I'm not going to be overly alarmed about this if I'm Cote d'Ivoire, the way they're playing right now, because they've still got 2 more games, and then they've got the qualification for the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I do think
they can grow.
Yeah, they can grow. I do think everyone before the game saw Ivory Coast and Rwanda play. They thought that Ivory Coast would take it, and it's the fact that Rwanda is shocking everybody. They're at their home court. They have their fans behind them, and so it's kind of nice to know that any game is possible.
I'm not surprised that Rwanda are winning. I'm surprised by how good they look and how decisive they're winning.
Yeah.
But I think part of that, I think they're capitalizing on some, quite a bit of inexperience in this Cote d'Ivoire team.
Yeah.
Here's Cote d'Ivoire trying to get back into it, and Adami goes in and scores.
They both also have to go against Angola. Angola is also in their group. They're in Group A, so. This might be a tricky group.
Could be.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Give me your prediction right now. Who's going to finish first, second, and third in this group?
Angola first.
They look big yesterday. My goodness.
I saw them walking today. I'm like, whoa. I was like,
what are they eating in Angola?
Oh. They look big and strong. I think Angola's for sure #1, Rwanda #2, and then Ivory Coast #3. Angola's actually sitting behind us if you want to take a look over your right shoulder.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Yeah.
Frighteningly tall, even sitting down. So that's good hustle. Cote d'Ivoire barely able to get it across midcourt in time. 47-29. I wouldn't go so far as to say this thing is done and dusted. I think this Cote d'Ivoire team needs to get it going, though, clearly. And that is not going to get it going.
Ooh.
Well, it's a dangerous way to attack the basket, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, she like purposely turned her back.
Yeah.
Watch how she goes. Or maybe not. Maybe she was undercut. Looking at it from Cieza.
Yeah, look how she's going up, and then her
I know.
leg.
Yeah. She had her feet taken out from under her. She's fortunate. Did they call it sportsmanlike on this?
No, just a regular.
That's close to unsportsmanlike, in my opinion. Because it's a dangerous play. If you're running under somebody. You would have been asking for one.
What? Yes, I would have been. I think my teammates, my coach, like everybody.
Your mother back at home watching on TV?
Oh, no, they did
call the unsportsmanlike. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Oh, no, they didn't. They just weren't on the line. Wow. Well,
that fools me so many times. It fooled both of us.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ref's call, and so.
I think we know how well Philoxy is going to play, Crooms, Butra, but the question for me is how well can the supporting cast play? And I think clearly, when you look at Sifa, you can see that she's potentially a really important player for them. Look at that. She makes the pass. That dreaded missed layup again, this one by Kyobe. Dumbia. Good rebound, Cieza.
Like I said, they get their open shots, Ivory Coast. They're just not falling today. They're attacking the basket. They're putting up their three-point shots just like they would any other game situation, but again, just not falling. I don't know if that's a focus problem, if they're tired, but if they just put the ball in the basket, it would definitely cut the lead. And look at offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and they still.
Well, Cote d'Ivoire calling timeout. Zorn Visic. I remember Rwanda had a great start in the AfroBasket men 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Then when it came to the round 16, they didn't deliver. So you hope for Rwanda's case that's not going to happen.
I think.
Let's listen in.
AfroBasket women and be sure to share experiences from today's games. Photos on social media by using the official hashtag, which is AfroBasket women.
Because we have problems here. When the ball is here, this is too long. They cut this part. You know what I'm talking. Offensively try to play this. Let's go. Play this. Let's go.
Sorry, what were you going to say before I cut you off?
I have a new thought. The coach seemed really calm about, you know, like, Coach d'Ivoire is down, and I just loved how he was just explaining, like, do this, do this, do this, and not mad. He understands that they're a young team, and they just need more time together.
Yep.
And I forgot. Not gonna lie.
I hate it. That's a sign of tiredness. That's a sign of coming into the hotel at 2 a.m. in the morning last night. What were you doing? All right.
Coming from the airport.
So that just adds to the frustration. I mean, there's nothing worse for a coach. Well, I'm sure there are other things worse, but it's very frustrating for a coach to call a timeout and then to go out and turn it over.
Draw up a play, wanting your team to execute, and then it just doesn't. But he's been keeping his composure over there on the sideline, and I just think that he just wants them to play hard and not give up.
That's right, because as we've said, you're not going to win anything tonight. You're not going to be eliminated tonight.
It's a long tournament.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
In many respects, this game means a lot more to Rwanda than it does.
Yeah.
You know, like talking about this crowd, getting them excited.
I think it's a joy for them to show up tonight and play well and potentially get the win in front of their, you know, their fans and family and friends.
Oh boy. Well, she missed the layup, but Chantal Kiobi didn't miss the turnaround jumper. Dumbia puts it up, rattles out, rims out.
At this point, I don't think the rim is
a friend of Cote d'Ivoire.
No, because they're getting good shots. They're just not falling.
I do think that Cote d'Ivoire do not want to let this lead get any bigger, because then it could start doing some psychological damage.
Yeah.
Uraga, high arcing shot. And that triggers a break for Sifa. And great hustle back. So Amani stops that. Buthra goes out. Question is she going to get back off the bench? But there's not going to be a better time if you're Sheikh Sard than to get everybody in the game right now.
Yep.
It's Tetero. Look at Dumbi bat the ball away. Now this should be points. If they don't score here, it's not going to be their night. And
Great
two
call.
free throws.
Yeah. You can see here they're running the fast break, and Cote d'Ivoire goes up for the 2-point. She gets fouled.
You simply have to at least get free throws on a 3-and-1 break.
Or make
Look
the
at that.
basket.
That pretty much sums it up right there.
Or make the basket. And then you have to make the free throws.
Got to make the free throws.
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's not your night, it's not your night.
I just love the effort of Cote d'Ivoire. They're not giving up, you know?
Well, talk about not giving up. I mean, how about Uganda in the second game? My goodness, they never gave up.
That was probably the game of the day.
They played so hard. Here goes Sifa. Quick pass. Tetero, she gets swatted. They call a foul? Yes.
Yeah, they called a foul. It looked like a clean block from over here. Oh, I could see
Maybe
where
she got a little,
yeah, she got a little body at the end.
Upper body.
Yeah.
Dumbia.
Oh yeah.
Final seconds ticking off the clock. Uraga puts up right at the end. It goes over the backboard. And just an opening game of utter frustration for Cote d'Ivoire. They were still in it easily at halftime, but now it's going to take something special to come back from this.
Yeah, you could see them huddling up saying, it's okay, we got it. We can continue going. Oh, there's more.
No, I don't know what's going on. They've already started. So
Yeah,
are they saying there's still time on the clock?
Yeah, I think so.
They've already changed the scoreboard. I don't think the referees realized that was the last play of the quarter.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're saying 0.3. But it looks strange. They're not actually going to put it on the clock.
They're just going to count down 1, 2, 3. Are they not going to put it on the clock?
I think the rule is if they said 0.2 or 0.3, they got to throw it up by the rim, really. Just inbound it and let's get on with it.
Hopefully they do that. Oh yeah, they put the score up. I mean the
0.3.
Yeah.
So just enough time to get off a jump shot if they catch it. Look at that, but I thought they might do that.
Oh.
Turn it over and give up the 3. That would not have been good for them.
That would not.
That's what Sheikh Sar is saying. What were you thinking about? And that's a great question. What was she thinking about? 52-29, Rwanda on top of Cote d'Ivoire at the end of
3.
This is where they stretch the lead. Rwanda going to the line 16 times and 12 out of 16, and then 2 out of 15 just on the three points for Cote d'Ivoire. It's just not going to be enough to close the gap.
We thought some of the shots were going to start falling, but they just didn't.
Yeah.
But more than anything, it felt to me like Rwanda right at the start of the quarter just played with such a sense of urgency.
Yeah, they did. Cote d'Ivoire stayed in that zone, which left the perimeter open, and that's why Destiny Promise were able to get her shot off.
Yeah, and maybe, Torn Visic will look back at this game and think maybe it's best not to start in a zone, start in a man-to-man or woman-to-woman, and then come out, and then maybe you can switch into it. But because if you play man-to-man or woman-to-woman, you have to actually play defense.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Or even on misses, man, makes zone, like switch it up and not let your opponent know every time, oh, they're in zone, the play. And I think that's what worked in the first half, was that Rwanda didn't know that they were going to go to the zone, and then they went in the zone. But Cote d'Ivoire just needs to continue to, not lose hope. It's a long tournament. If they could cut down the lead, they'll probably get that confidence they need for the next game. And as far as Rwanda, just keep doing what they need to do. The bench players are in, so they can continue to be aggressive, because as the tournament goes on, they probably won't get as much playing time. So this is a really good time to show that they can contribute. And it's always good for the coach to see that.
Absolutely. But just because you're getting minutes doesn't mean you should do things poorly or get into any bad habits, or if he brings the starters back in. I think we'll see some of the starters come back in eventually, but we'll see.
You think so?
I don't know. 10 minutes could be a lot to ask, but we'll see. I am sometimes surprised. It depends how much they sit here at the beginning, because they've already been out, 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, at the end of the third, yeah. So they're kind of cold by now.
Oraga goes up and misses, and just not even close to making that shot.
Again, their rebounds are the same, 32-32. Turnovers, 19-20.
It's better execution. But defense, how good has that zone defense been? Yes, some of their mistakes have led to opportunities for Rwanda.
Yeah. Rwanda made 20 points over Cote d'Ivoire's 20 turnovers. So just imagine. Cut down that 20, it would have been, 32-29. So you see where the lapse is.
Rwanda tied up. So they'll keep possession.
Rule of thumb, never stop the ball in any corners of the floor.
Sound like that is indeed violation. Yep. It is shot clock.
2 seconds too late.
Dump down low, Raga. She's got to be ready to go right up.
She really has to be ready to put the ball right back up. They don't have any time to waste.
She ends up taking a difficult shot.
When she could have had that easy first 2-point put back.
Got to get it up. the rim, so yes, that's what she can do. I mean, you're talking about more experience on the court right now for Cote d'Ivoire, so they should really be winning this battle in this quarter.
Yeah. I think they need to get the ball into Sessa on probably every possession. She's the biggest player on the court right now on both teams, so that would probably be helpful if Cote d'Ivoire just gets the ball in and they move off of her.
Chiesa makes 1 of 2, and then Rwanda don't rebound.
There she goes again, Sessa.
That's just not going to be an easier shot. But we were kind of joking around. Well, not really. If we look at the drive and the miss, your former teammate, Amy Akwankwo, said she couldn't believe she missed a layup tonight. She let it go as softly and right at the rim as possible, and it still didn't go in.
Maybe the rims are too tight. They're new rims. But yeah, she laid it up and it rattled in and went right back out. I think another strong player, and you don't see on the stat sheet, is Sifa, number 8 of Rwanda.
Yeah,
she's also
good passer.
She made some great plays today. So that's she does stuff that you don't see on the stat, like that blue collar player. Every team needs one. Every team needs one.
A grafter. Nice jump shot. Well, I think without a doubt they're going to have to get. Again, we know they're starting 5.
Yep.
It's good, and they're going to need a good handful of players after that. 4 players that they're going to have to be able to compete.
And also, Rwanda's post, maybe it wasn't their game today. It was the guard game today, and that's okay as well. The next game could just be post dominant, and the guards make sure that they're feeding the post because that's the other players or other opponent's weakness. So we'll just have to see as the tournament continues.
Wanyini missing. She's got to be one of those shooters.
Cote d'Ivoire has, I think now, 16 offensive rebounds. Like, they're just not making their shots. I can just say that because as you look at the turnovers are the same. I don't know.
I got to be honest, I don't think they look as good taking their shots.
But they're open.
They're open.
I could agree. There was a little suspect shots, but they still got it off.
Yeah.
What do you think they're
But then
missing
again,
right
we didn't
now?
see him make a few. We saw him make a few in the first half, so we thought, okay, now they're going to start knocking them down. So.
Yeah.
Spinning cycle move, but
Great spin move. That was my go-to move.
The spin?
If I'm not catching and shooting on the three-point line, the spin move was my go-to move. Spin, euro, and up and under.
Did you even practice that when you were at home, going into the kitchen, avoiding people, cooking, washing dishes?
I've done that before, yes. Oh, you called it. Some of the starters are coming back into the game, which I don't think it's necessary, but maybe the coach sees something else.
Well, if he does see something. Maybe he just thinks it's too much to play. 13 minutes in a row coming off the bench. Grooms gets the rebound.
Great.
That was a nice drive by Manizabo.
Great move to the basket, very strong. Wow.
Manizabo. Say that 10 times in a row.
I cannot. I can barely say it one time.
I can say your name 10 times
All right,
in a row.
let me hear it.
Ify.
Full name now.
No. I could say it that way, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Here's the drive. Oh, and a three-point play opportunity for number 20, Celine Deroy. I'm not even sure Celine Dumet would have made that shot.
Young player taking it coast to coast. Like I said, these are opportunities for them to show what they can do.
That's right. Right when she did that, Sheikh Zar was like looking, eyes wide open, mouth open. He was impressed. Kone. Wow. She wanted to launch this.
She wanted to launch it, yeah. I think they just need to get back into attacking the basket and getting the ball in the paint. They're settling for shots that Rwanda wants them to take, and as any player on the floor right now needs to think about that and really set it up, slow the ball down, get the ball in the paint, and try to convert, but turnover after turnover, it's very hard for Cote d'Ivoire to get back in this game.
Yeah, they're not going to get back into this game, but
it's still a confidence booster how you continue to play.
And the only team getting confidence right now is Rwanda.
And the love of the fans behind them, cheering.
Emmanuel Zebayo with another basket. Kone puts up a three. He is going to call a timeout. I didn't know, I don't think he wanted to, but clearly he needs to.
Yeah. He's been very positive with his players. Like, he knows that, you know, they're building, you know. And again, it's a long tournament.
So timeout, Visic in Cote d'Ivoire.
Let's try to play till the end. 4 more minutes. No matter, we lose the game. Let's go to play till the end. Defensively, man to man, switch everything. On offense, organize offense. Transition and force.
What about that alley-oop pass from Philoxy? She's got so much moxie, and she gave it to Crooms.
I like their duo together. They play very, very well together. They know where each other's at the court. They know what each other's going to do. So that's going to be two duos that two players that I'm going to wait and see what they do this tournament.
Absolutely. You liked how the courtside 1891 is right on the, seems to be right on the back of the rim. Can't see it from this angle.
No, I can't.
It is.
Oh.
But they show it. So 4:36 remaining. 3. They teach him to shoot the high arcing 3, don't they?
They do.
Cote d'Ivoire.
We just heard in the timeout with the Cote d'Ivoire coach saying, hey, defense is not working, so let's switch everything. So let's see if they execute on this defensive possession as they're supposed to switch everything. Yep, you see that right there. Hopefully that disrupts the offense of Rwanda.
I mean, you can't tell me that. I'm not going to believe you tell me that Rwanda are 33 points better right now than Cote d'Ivoire. I mean, tonight they are. But it shouldn't be.
Just because of the previous history of Cote d'Ivoire? Or the non-existent history of Rwanda?
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
There's that.
I mean, they knew they were going to host the tournament, so I do believe, and I know that they've been together practicing for, AfroBasket 2023. So, and Ivory Coast's team is not the same.
Right.
Excuse me, Cote d'Ivoire's team is not the same.
I like how you go right from English to French, like smoothly.
I'm trying.
.340 remaining before we get the nightcap. And that'll be a good one. Cameroon, Mozambique, 9 p.m.
That's a game I'm definitely looking forward to watch.
That's why it's in the 9 p.m. slot. So you were saying earlier that you would be glad if you're playing the first game, so you have the rest of the day off.
Absolutely.
Oh, shuffle.
I think it gives more leeway to be locked into your opponent. And also, if you don't have a game tomorrow, you have that, day and a half to rest, get off your feet, do cold tub, get your treatment, and actually get some sleep, get some good food in. So I personally like it, and there's no shoot around.
You don't like to shoot around?
Not if I'm going to play early.
Oh, nowhere to go. Philoxy back in the game, turns it over.
I think he should probably
sit her down.
Yeah, don't you think?
Because she's been sitting too long, and you don't want her to get hurt.
I just think that in games like this where it's that deep of a difference, Cote d'Ivoire's bench is in, and you have your starters for Rwanda, so you just want to be smart about that, about how the style of play is going to be right now.
Wow, what a shot.
I always feel like if you could do that at any moment of the game,
why not?
Why not? I've always thought that,
Why do we have to wait? I think Zubi's actually got something to her.
No way. Turnover for Rwanda.
Along those lines, I can't remember what it was. It was MMSman had a chance to get a record.
Yeah.
And I think it was all-time EuroBasket women. She was already out of the game. Her team was on top by so many points. I think it was a triple-double. It was to get the first triple-double in EuroBasket women history. And word got down to the Belgian bench, and he put her back in, and they were up by like 40. I mean, they were up big.
Yeah.
You know. And
I've seen coaches do that.
And then right when she got it, I think she needed like one more assist. That's when she signaled to the coach, "I want to get out of the game."
After she gets her triple-double.
Yeah. And Sar saying, just keep the clock running. Rotation. Entry pass.
That was the basic baseline pass, and I think that you could just see in the demeanor of Cote d'Ivoire, it's just like in their mind they could be like, it's already done, and there's just no sense of urgency on that baseline.
No.
Out of bounds play. I hope Cote d'Ivoire knows that it's a long tournament. This is not the first, showing, so they shouldn't hang their heads. They should just continue to fight and be aggressive to the end of the game. They have 2 more minutes left. Should continue to play.
Well, DR Congo had this situation in the opening game against Nigeria. They kept playing hard.
Like I said, it's not only this game. You have Angola in the stands watching Rwanda and watching Cote d'Ivoire because they are in Group A together. So there's a lot of factors, and it's not just the game.
Yeah. I can see Angola. We were watching Angola behind us. No, they seem to be kind of mildly interested.
They're locked in.
They won it back in, what, 2013?
I believe so.
When they played at the Women's World Cup in Turkey. They didn't really sustain the top level of excellence. I mean, they haven't, Senegal probably, and you guys have been kind of set the standard. Nigeria.
Yeah, over the course of the years, it has been Nigeria and Senegal at the top. But make way for new teams like Uganda and Rwanda.
Yeah. Well, that's what the women's AfroBasket needs. There's a scrap and just.
See, definitely.
Jamel not scoring. She's had a tough game today.
If I was Rwanda, I would just run the clock, get to my spot, set my good screens.
She's going at those.
She want to go one-on-one. Oh.
And now Dumbi is going to end up winning the battle because after the turnover, she misses the layup.
Oh, she has a cramp. I hope that's just a cramp because you could see her foot is turned inside. I think she has, hopefully it's just a cramp.
Who is it again?
I didn't see the number. She was already falling.
Yeah, it's the way they're kind of pushing it.
Is that 23?
Is it Emana Zabayo?
Yes, I believe so. Yep.
Check Carr's going out to check on his player. Yeah, Emana Zabayo. Ooh. Maybe it's not. Maybe she has turned the ankle. Look again. Oh, yeah, she turned it on the right ankle.
Oh, my God, and it's stuck like that? Oh, I hope she's okay. Yeah.
No, that reaction there is because of the missed layup, I think, not the injury. Because Doumbia missed the layup.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But this is Imana Debayo. And that's what you don't want to see in a game that really is done and dusted. You just got to finish it out.
It's just bad luck when it comes down to a player being injured. You never want to see that. So we do
It's never a good
wish
time
that
for an injury. Yeah.
Exactly. We do wish and hope she's okay.
This is where I'd like to be careful if I'm the most important player in the team.
Exactly. But there's 29 minutes left.
Oh, because she could easily turn her ankle there.
Yeah, thank God she did it. Just 29 minutes
Because
left.
then questions would be asked.
Why is she in the game?
court?
Yeah. Let's just play smart. No fouls. Yeah. She's saying take it easy as they finish out.
It's going to cross midcourt, and that's it. What a great day for Rwanda. Perfect way to start the FIBA Women's EuroBasket for them.
The fans are so happy right now.
They are because Rwanda have won it 64-35 over Cote d'Ivoire. Will this be a launch pad for them to have a great FIBA Women's AfroBasket? We are about to find out. We'll see in the coming days.
Yeah, Rwanda went to the free throw line 23 times, shooting 61%, while Cote d'Ivoire only had 23% in their two-point shots. So that was they got him up, but they didn't make it. And then just seeing the rebounds, 49-46, and then the turnovers, Rwanda had 28 while Cote d'Ivoire had 23. So it's been kind of a balance in that kind of sense, but there was obviously something that Rwanda did better than Cote d'Ivoire. So these are the top scorers of both teams. And you just see the fans so happy and the players of Rwanda ecstatic for getting their first win since 2011 in the AfroBasket tournament.
And on this evidence, they can aim big. The young lady just ran out on the court to be embraced by Philoxy. Not sure if that's family.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll have to find out.
It could be a fan at this point. They're everywhere.
The Rwanda, I think, have the makings of a very good FIBA Women's AfroBasket, but they got to put this one behind them and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, they took over the fourth quarter by their ball movement and just taking their open shot. They didn't allow Cote d'Ivoire to disrupt anything that they wanted on offense or defense, and you can see it right here. Just attacking the open space, attacking the basket. It was wide open.
Well, sometimes you have, as a host nation, you've got so much pressure, you know, and you don't respond well to it. But it seems like they've embraced the opportunity to come out for Rwanda, and they're gonna have a good FIBA Women's AfroBasket.
I do think so as well, and they're all smiles right now, getting their first win under them and just playing together as a team. Like, I really didn't think that they overly made that extra pass when they were wide open, and I just think at the stretch of this tournament, that's going to come into play.
Well, a couple of things. You know, you talked about Sheikh Sarr is a really good coach, but I think Zoran Zisic is a really good coach.
Yeah.
But I think this additional preparation time for Rwanda, and I think clearly they've added some quality players to the team. Biloxi's a different level.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. They have X-Factor players on their team that stepped up today, and like you said, you're just trying to see if are those the players on the team or if that was the players of today's game, and that's what we're going to see in this tournament.
And I think clearly they're going to have tougher games. And that was a tough game in the first half.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a foregone conclusion. But seeing that missed layup there by Doumbia, It's like you said, you can see that they'd already kind of lost their mojo.
Yeah, the first half was well, it was good, it was played well, but then the second half, Rwanda just took that lead.
So Rwanda over the top, Cote d'Ivoire in second for that participation point, and Angola, they'll open up their campaign tomorrow. Rwanda winning 64-35 over Cote d'Ivoire. 3 games now in the books on game day 1 at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket, and 1 more to come. Mozambique taking on Cameroon.
Cameroon, yeah. The game that I'm ready to watch. That's the game I was looking forward to, besides Nigeria, because obviously I'm a little bit biased over here, but Cameroon and Mozambique, they're two strong teams. I think that their group is probably one of the hardest here, Group B.
Absolutely, I agree. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. 1 more to come.